Rant. I get that cash and I flip it, yeah. I get that cash and I flip it.
Okay, you guys, so it's me, Cherry, and I'm just going to do a little rant right quick because I just thought about this, or no, I actually was thinking about this earlier today. I was looking through Instagram, and this is not to be on no like hating stuff, and my channel is a little bit of everything, so sometimes and it's just I just like to be real on my channel. So whatever I think of or whatever comes to mind to talk about, I just like to share it with you guys and get your opinions on it. So this video is going to be pretty short, but I am going to say that again, I always do this, you guys. I always freaking do this. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it a whole lot. And please turn on my notifications because I post all over the place. So please turn on my notifications so you'll be aware when I'm posting. And if you like this video at the end, please give it a thumbs up. So to get into this video, I just do want to kind of talk about some things in the world of dancing that bother me when it comes to dancing in certain types of clubs. And I won't really go like too into depth just because it's not like this portion, like there's like mad stuff, and I've made other videos about that stuff too. And maybe like when I don't know, I don't really know what I'm waiting on, but eventually I'll post those as well because I've kind of just like documented some of like my ups, like good nights, some of my frustrations, or like bad night, like stuff like that. I've kind of like vlogged them, kind of. I'm not really good at vlogging because I'm just not good at it. You would think because it's easy, but I'm not. But I have kind of vlogged some of my nights or whatever. And yeah, so I'll post those whenever I really decide I feel like posting them. But what I want to talk about now is the fact that it's crazy to me that, and specifically I would say this for Charlotte, because I'm sure it's like this all over, but specifically I'm going to say for Charlotte because Charlotte is a good old boy city. Charlotte is a very like preppy, like that's just how it is, especially when it comes to nightlife. So one thing I do want to say is I find it crazy that I was scrolling through Instagram, and this is going to sound bad, but honestly, this is the only way I can really put it. I can't do anything but be real. I was scrolling through Instagram looking at some of the more, how would I say it? I want to put a more upscale club into rotation when it comes to dancing sometimes, and ultimately very soon within like this year I altogether will not be even doing this. But sometimes I want to put like a more upscale club into rotation. And what I've noticed, and again, I will say that maybe this is just more so here because I have seen other channels where they've been able to go to more upscale clubs with no issue. But in Charlotte specifically, I've noticed that, and again, I'm not trying to sound mean when I say this, but they will have the most crackhead, druggy looking, don't do their hair, nails not done, makeup look a damn fool, non-black girls, okay? I'm not gonna get too specific, but non-black girls in their clubs, at their upscale clubs. But then when it comes to being black and trying to dance in these same clubs, it's, oh, she has too many tattoos, her nails are too long, she looks too urban, like she just looks too urban. And it really pisses me off. Like, it really be pissing me off because I'm like, are you serious? Like, not even, y'all, I'm not trying to be cocky when I say this because these clubs, it's not like, a lot of these clubs here, they do body checks. So it's not like you go in and you audition and you dance and all that stuff. It's not even like that. They just do body checks. So when you go in and it's a body check, you go in and sometimes they'll have you do the whole spin around and stuff. And then sometimes they'll just look at you and be like, no. So For example, this was one of my experiences, and I only know that this club is very prejudiced because I have talked to several people who have had this same experience, and I'm gonna just call them out on it. The Men's Club of Charlotte does not like to hire black girls, and if they do hire black girls, it literally has to be like, you have to be doing 5 times more than what the average that they would hire is doing or looking like. So when I came to the men's club, per se, you guys, I came to the men's club looking like this. Okay? Makeup isn't crazy. My nails were long, but like, you know, like, can y'all see this? Well, y'all can't really see mine. You just can't really see my nails. Like, you just can't really see my nails right now, but my nails are cute. Okay, so I came in, my nails were a little longer than this because I like my nails long. But you know, it's nothing that you can't cut down. So came in there looking like this because I knew that in order to apply to this club, I was like, I know that I need to look as, it's unfortunate I even have to think this way. I was like, I know I needed to look as non-threatening as possible. I knew it. So I already don't do a lot of crazy stuff with my makeup because I just don't like that on me. I like it, I love it on other people, and I like to do it on other people. I don't really like it on me. I don't have the eye space for it. I don't really feel like. So came in looking like this, went, talked to the man, and he had me go into the room, and basically what I did was, you get undressed. Like, you don't get fully undressed because you can't even do that in the state of North Carolina, but you take off your top, and then you just wear, like, basically you just have like your underwear, thong, whatever you came in, and you'll just do a spin. So I went in, so y'all can get a visual of body wise what I look like. Okay, not too big, not too small, like literally like got a little bit of pudge, but body wise, that is me. So I'm very petite, and when I came in, so I did my little spin, but I do have a lot of tattoos, and I'm kind of, again, not to be cocky, I know it wasn't because of how I'm looking. I'm not trying to be cocky when I say that, but bitch, come on. So I went in there and I did my little spin or whatever, and he goes, oh, I'm gonna pass. Thanks for coming, but I'm gonna pass. And that part didn't make me upset, only because of the fact that, you know, I know every club has different things that they're into. And I already kind of knew, just because, again, I've heard so many stories from other black dancers who have tried the men's club and have gotten turned away for whether it be their tattoos or, you know, whatever the case may be, because they look too urban. They've all just gotten turned away. So I kind of knew that even though I'm pretty, I was like, okay, well, tattoo-wise, don't think they're really going to be effing with it. And so when he said that, I proceeded. He was an asshole. He was really an asshole about it. And it wasn't like, I wasn't bothered by the fact he said no. I was more so bothered by the fact he was such a dick about it and such an asshole about it. And I asked him, I said, you know, if you don't mind, would you mind? And I literally said it just like this. I said, if you don't mind, would you mind telling me, like, what it was, like, what happened? And he was like, I'm just gonna pass. You're not a good fit. And I'm just like, you bald-headed bitch. Like, he made me so mad. And it wasn't even like, again, it wasn't the fact he was saying no. It was the fact he was such an asshole about it. And they get in these little positions where they have like this power over these females that they'll never be able to fuck. And they just like go crazy and take full advantage. And then it's just like, oh, well, I'm going to be an asshole because I got to assert my dominance, because in real life, I don't have that, you know, like, oh God, I hate it. Working at Twin Peaks, I've seen this way too often, where a guy would get in a position where he's over a whole bunch of females that in real life he would never be able to fuck, and they just get like this, I don't know how you explain it, I really don't, but it's gross and cringy. So when he said that, you know, I'm kind of assuming, again, he didn't give me like and this was a while ago, I'm not talking about anything that happened recently, this was a couple months ago, but I'm just assuming that because, again, not trying to be cocky, you guys, I'm really humble. because I know it wasn't the way that I look, I'm just assuming that it was either the tattoos or the nails. Because again, my nails are long now. I like my nails long, but they were even longer than this. And I'm just like, are you serious? But then when you go on like these people's pages or their hashtags, or you see the girls that are in there dancing, and I'm not saying all the girls that are in there dancing, because every club has beautiful girls. And then I feel like a lot of clubs be having just run down crackhead looking ass bitches. And the rundown crackhead looking ass bitches be getting passes left and right to come up in the club. They can have tattoos left and right as long as they're not black. They can literally not do their hair, again, not do their makeup, nails, nothing, be looking like they just finished off the crack pipe. And they'll get a yes. But then as a black girl, it's like, no, you have too much this, you have too much that. And the only reason I'm assuming it was probably the tattoos is because I have a tattoo on my shoulder. Both my rib cages are done. They're both big pieces. I have one on my back. I have one on my hip. I have a big one on my thigh. I have one on my hand. Where else? My nipples are tattooed into the shape of hearts. And I have one right under here. To me personally, if y'all were to see my tattoos, none of them look ratchet. But I feel like to him as a white male, he saw that as she is ratchet, and no. So it just kind of gets on my nerves. And that's kind of like the thing in Charlotte. Like all these clubs are like that. Like in Charlotte, it's like, and I'm not, at this point, I'm not talking about dancer wise, because again, that so far is the only more predominantly white club that I've been to, like for audition wise. But when it comes to Charlotte nightlife, and I'm just ranting right now. When it comes to Charlotte nightlife, and I'm tired of not saying anything, because I always be like, oh, well, let me not say anything, because I don't want people to feel like, oh, I'm not hireable because she talks too much. But it's like, I don't understand why the people who speak up about the fuck shit get in more trouble or get blackballed versus the people who are doing the fuck shit. I don't know why that's a common thing. So at this point, I'm not about to cater to people doing fuck shit. I'm just going to speak on it. And in Charlotte, it's also a common thing that if you are black, then bottle service wise, you are not going to get a job as a bottle girl or as a bartender unless you go to a black establishment. Because if you go to any of the white establishments, like say you go to, there's a place in Charlotte, it's called the Epicenter. Everybody knows this, so what I'm speaking is not, I'm not speaking any lies, and it's not defamation of character. I'm speaking straight facts. I'm speaking off things that I've seen and experienced myself. When you go to the Epicenter, there aren't a lot of black girls working, barely at all. You might see one out of all the clubs in the Epicenter. You might see, no, I think there are two. Out of all the clubs in the Epicenter, there are like 2 black girls that work. And mind you, there's, when I think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5 or 6 clubs in the Epicenter, you guys. Each club has a pretty big staff, okay? Every single staff is predominantly white, Hispanic, and Asian, and I can't even say mixed, because they don't even really be messing with the mixed girls. You literally have to be white, Hispanic, or Asian, or they won't fuck with you, because they don't like to hire black girls. They do not like to hire black girls. They are very rude about it. They are very dismissive when you come in to apply. Again, I'm not just speaking this for me. I'm speaking this for me and for other females that I have talked to who know this is fact. Charlotte is just very racist when it comes to their nightlife. And it is kind of frustrating because, you know, it's like, yeah, the more urban clubs are cool too, but why is it that we can't get the same chances to work everywhere as everybody else? You know, like, why is it, oh, if you're black, you have to work at the black establishment, you know? It's just funny to me. It's really funny. And Charlotte is like that. So that's really the gist of my rant. Charlotte is very, that's part of the reason, like, that's not really like the whole reason, because I've been ready to get on North Carolina since I was 13. I knew that North Carolina wasn't really this space for me when it comes to just being up to date with just how things are in the current time, and just like not being stuck in the damn Jim Crow era. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it's that bad, because honestly, if you go further down south, it's way worse. But Charlotte, North Carolina is not what people think it is. They think like, you know, when they think of the South, they don't really think that we're as bad as the rest of the South, because they kind of consider us like more going towards the north, like more northern. But it's just as bad. It's very racist. It's very racist, and I'm sick of it. Like, I'm ready to be out of here. Like, honestly, I'm so ready to be out of here. And anybody who lives in Charlotte knows I'm not lying. Like, anybody who lives here knows I'm not lying. Like, y'all know, y'all have been in, you know, these men's clubs or gentlemen's. Well, I've never been in the gentlemen's club. I keep saying that, but it's just because, you know, normally it's those type of clubs that are like that. But I haven't really been in the gentlemen's club so much. But y'all know, y'all have been to the men's club or these other little clubs, the predominantly white ones, and have seen just, you know, the girls they have in there. And it's just like, really? Like, y'all hire this, but y'all won't hire no black girls? Like, okay. Like, really? Okay. And yeah, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks that we have to, like, literally just do the most to try and get the same jobs as like people who can do so little. It's just whack. Like, it's just really whack. So yeah, that's my little rant. That's my little rant about just Charlotte nightlife and like trying to dance in Charlotte and stuff. And I mean, I've never had problems dancing at any of the urban clubs anytime that I've gone, because of course, like, it's like, okay, she's pretty, like, she got a little body, she can move a little bit. But, and when I say little body, I got a little. But yeah, I've never had any problems dancing in the urban clubs. It's always been the more upscale clubs. And again, I like tattoos. I love to get tattoos. I'm already planning out my next one, my next big piece. So, and I'm not gonna stop getting tattoos to make the next person feel comfortable. Like, no, like, you shouldn't feel like just because I have tattoos, I'm going to come in and be some ratchet, like some, you know, like I'm going to be some ratchet, uneducated, dirty, scrubby bitch. And then you got the next girl who's full of tattoos and looks like y'all found her in the back of an alley, but y'all let her come dance because she white, but y'all won't let us come dance because we're black. So yeah, that's really just the gist of what I'm kind of all over the place in this video, because a lot of these topics need longer videos for specifics. But that's just my little rant. Charlotte is racist, honestly. It is. They're behind the times, and it is what it is. So if you guys do like my little rant video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.